Adrian is here, and let us move on to Adrian. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? Yes.
And the other in personnel. And we'll talk about that.
Okay, noted. Motion by Gutierrez, second by Rendon. Second, yes, sorry. All in favor? Aye. Okay, RTA and, sorry, reports and communications. RTA report. CSEA report.
Nothing to report at this time.
Oh. Student board member, Adrian.
Alright, first I'd like to say, good evening everyone. If you guys might know or might not know, I have my reading sheet filled out, all four of them on Mondays. And I'm ready to talk, but I'm still here, so I'm not coming into the board. I'll just give out I'll give out my report. I made it shorter than last time, just so I'm So, first was Westport Elementary. Westport Elementary has the PTA Sport Fair, which is currently open daily from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on this Friday. The books are located in the front office building. And furthermore, Westport is very good. Family shopping hours for Friday into the 5 p.m. and offers for Westport Elementary PTA all the institutional shopping for the Westport. Then Westport Elementary they decided to start off during the school math, reading, and ELT academics next week on the 23rd, right? The academics will be Monday and Tuesday from 1:35 to 2:35 p.m. for the end of the school year. And although teachers are currently enrolling their students by need, if parents are interested in having their child attend these academics or these academic study sessions after school, they need to contact the student's teacher to see if they're able. And lastly, regarding Westport Elementary, they did wrapped up its first fundraiser of the year, which was a popcorn foliage fundraiser, and Westport would like to thank all of the families and also make a purchase to support the school. And then regarding Rosemont Elementary, it was Rosemont had the Club Scouts, which were on campus this week for a meeting, and this upcoming Friday, the PTA will be having their meeting at 6 p.m. After the meeting starting at 6:30 p.m. The PTA will be having a family fun movie where we'll be watching the Skusd Meeting and yet.
It's good.
I'll really like the country. The PTA will also be selling snacks and drinks while AV is so popular. Parents are expected to do the food will also be and the same. Starting the following Tuesday and Thursday of next week at Rosemont Elementary School, students from 2:15 to 3:15 p.m. will go from the regular day class to the cafeteria where they will be provided a snack and then wait for their academy teacher to go. This is something Picture Day at Rosemont Elementary will be held next week, which is September 23rd, and also birthday celebrations at Rosemont Elementary are going to be held next Friday, September 27th. Shout out to Alright. Last Friday they had their first dance with the Monkey Jam, right? And they had a good turnout rate. 20 kids showed up along with a bunch of staff, so I'm glad with these kids were able to turn up. And the Parent Institute for Quality Education classes are now in their fourth week, right? And I'm going to recent after school night with a basic success. A lot of families came out and they were able to sell items to support the agenda of school activities. And last week, we ran tropical after school activities, which begin next week with a math and reading today. And now for RHS. RHS had the DAC meeting yesterday, and all schools reported on the school site. Makeup day for pictures hasn't finished, so the ID policy that Rosemont High implemented is in full effect, right? And last Friday, for Rosemont High's attendance for the month of August, they had an ice cream treatment on the school, and I think that's not really good. And then back to school night is next Monday, September 20th. And regarding sports, I also put the score for you because you wanted the score, I put the score for you. So last Friday, the football team won against my high school. I mean, had a nail-biting finish with a win of 36-28. at my school. The girls tennis team won the most recent tennis game at basketball with the score of 7-2. And the girls volleyball team also won the most recent volleyball game against Fraser with the score of 3-1. And now for Valiant and the parent community center, they want to say that there's still a lot of backpacks available. And they would like to know that people from Rosemont High are able to get backpacks. They just have to go to the opening spot during lunch or just go to the opening spot after school. So yeah. And then as well, Valiant would also like to the board to keep an eye on the parent square and the SBUD website for the upcoming forum nights and caregiver education series classes. Now, lastly, regarding Nottingham would like to note that last Monday, September 9th, we took 30 students to the current county superintendent of schools college night vacation, right? And students at college night were able to speak with the representatives from over 30 colleges and universities, including all of the UCs and CSUs. I like to say that last weekend I went to UC Berkeley and UC Davis, and it was really nice. I went for a tour, and I liked both schools a lot. My dream school still UCLA. And I also like to say that Nottingham would also like to thank the Board Academy and the Transportation Department for being able to give our students this wonderful opportunity. And then regarding college applications, the NCDC grant that we got, RHS is now able to reimburse students for up to 3 college applications. So this is actually pretty cool. And something that I'll be looking forward to is I want to apply to one Ivy League school.
Have you started working on that?
Yeah, I started working on my personal insight question and statement. And college applications for the UCs and CSUs will open on October 1st, and they will be open until December 2nd. Yeah. And then, lastly, regarding scholarships, government encourages students to keep checking on the scholarship pages as more scholarships are being added every week. Regarding scholarships, I actually won a scholarship last school year from Big Teacher, right? It was a $500 scholarship, and I won that scholarship due to the scholarship payment. So yeah, and I won this by just doing preemptive activities for
Thank you. Okay, CBO report. No report. Okay, Assistant Superintendent of Instruction and Curriculum, Dr. Mendez.
Good evening, everyone that joins us here in person, also online. I would like to share that we've been having professional development opportunities and coaching for teachers at different school sites, as well as collaboration with the administration. Most recently, we had Lori Martin from Success for All. She went to Roseman Elementary School today, and we focused a lot working with kindergarten, first grade, as an example, kinder, like working on phonics and so forth, as they start building up letter recognition, sounds, and words over time. But Success for All, we've worked with them in the past, and we continue to collaborate. Tomorrow, Roy Martin will be at West Park Elementary School. We continue to also work with Dr. Wetzel. She's going to provide support throughout the year. We have somebody scheduled for Roseman Elementary. She's actually going to be there tomorrow. And the focus is going to be identifying high priority English language arts standards, so working with teachers and administration to identify high priority standards in regards to English language arts. She'll be at West Park Elementary on September 24th. And then we continue to have continuous professional development through KCSOS, Kern County Superintendent Schools. That's going to be happening on September 26th here in the board room. We continue to also work with ERB in terms of KCSOS classroom visits and coaching. So we have that coming up as well on the 26th. We had our DAC meeting, District Advisory Council meeting, yesterday. So we had DAC representatives that was in the parent center starting at 3:30. We also had Don Mitchell, administrators join us as well, and teachers. So we had our first DAC meeting for the school year yesterday. Ed Services continues to have our meetings with the sites. We have a chance to meet with Roseman Higher, College Campus, and Tropical Middle School administration. We had an opportunity to visit some classrooms as well to see some of the great things that are going on so far in Skusd as well. And also working with school sites and having a chance to visit some classes. And then academies, that's going to be starting next week, September 23rd through May 15th is what we have for reading mathematics academies. And we're also going to be able to be two team members, West Park with Casey Hammond, and the team with reflecting on ELD and seeing how we can further provide services to our students in regards to challenge development. And then as our school board member Irene mentioned, we have a back to school night, our high school coming up on September 25th. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Is this the superintendent of education and personnel? Mitchell here.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to first talk about our training, our parent community educator night. We had our first one last week. Our topic was 504s, SSTs, IEPs, Oh My, which is all about navigating intervention programs. So it addressed early childhood intervention, which is birth to 3. Then we talked all about student success teams and 504 plans, which are general education interventions. And then we talked about IEPs, which are special education interventions. And I brought a sample of the PowerPoint we used. We had the PowerPoint in both English and Spanish. On information, many of them said that they had never heard of some of these plans before. So it went over very well. I brought a copy of the PowerPoint just if you wanted to see it. The next thing I wanted to talk about is we're having our first Parent Community Center Open Forum Night, which is going to be September 24th. And we're going to have a panel of different people from different components of education. So we'll have mental health, we'll have social emotional learning specialists, as well as general education representation and special education representation and college and career readiness person. So we're going to try to have a full panel for everybody so that way we can hopefully answer all of the questions that parents may have. I brought a sample of the flyer Ms. Fallon Mitchell created for us, and it's beautiful. It's English on one side, Spanish on the other side, which has gone out to the community. And so I brought some if y'all would like one. And my next thing is we are having our elementary school Hope Squad parent night tomorrow night. So all of our kiddos who are nominated for Hope Squad, which is at our elementary schools, a club after school. And it's a suicide prevention program in addition to just addressing mental and social well-being, overall good health, self-care, all kinds of interesting topics. And it also helps to promote a more positive school climate. We have parent manuals that we've got put together for all parents to get. They also include activities that they can do at home with their children to help to promote overall social and emotional well-being. And I brought samples of those if you all would like to see those as well. And that's it for me.
Thank you. Here we go. Associate Superintendent of Human Resources, Ms. Leanne.
Good evening and welcome everyone. We are working to increase our sub-pool for both our classified and certificated. The thing about our classified, once we start to increase our sub-pool, we have a need and they all find jobs rather quickly, and then our sub-pool is going to go down again. So that's a constant need for us. So if anybody that would like to be a parent educator, please send them our way. They're always in need. We have our teachers from the Philippines are arriving. 4 of them have arrived. One of them has been able to start, and she is teaching 7th grade resource at Tropico. We have our art teacher, one of our PE teachers, and our 6th grade teacher who have also arrived. They just are waiting for some additional paperwork before we can get them started. It's fun to talk with them. They're just so excited to be here. They are excited about the their, what they're going to be teaching. They're excited, they have all kinds of ideas. Our art teacher was sharing with us just, the things that he likes to create and just the different mediums that he uses. So he's definitely looking forward to have Bob's not here. One of our PE teachers actually is, he was a referee for the PBA, which is actually the NBA in the Philippines. Yes. So he is excited to get started. He's already contacted me about wanting to be one of the assistant coaches for either the girls basketball or boys basketball at Tropico. So he's ready to jump in with both the feet. So they're definitely excited to be here. And we are anticipating a few more to arrive this week. And as soon as everything is in place, we can start.
Thank you. Superintendent support, Mrs. Gaines.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone who's here. It's good to see some people here this evening, and also all of our parents and community who are joining us from home. Dr. Mendez mentioned it already, but I want to reiterate, last meeting I gave a wrong date for the high school back to school night. It is September 25th, so I'd like to really encourage all of our high school parents to come out and support their children at the high school or at Rare Earth. And sometimes I think we believe the older our child gets, the less we need to necessarily be involved, when that's really not the case. Probably in some instance, you need to be there even more when they're in secondary. So, and it's just great to support our kids who are, as they grow. So parents, please come out and get to meet your teachers and tour the schools and ask any questions you might have. I also want to say that found out that I met with the senior class advisor at Roseman High. They, senior class is in need of some funds. So they are planning a spooky bash, which will be on October 25th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the gym. I did request that they put down the tarp on our new gym floor, but it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun for our community to come out and have some popcorn, cotton candy, play some games, and help our senior class to raise money for all of their activities this year. So I'll talk about that a little bit more as we get closer, but October 25 from 5 to 9 in the gym. Tomorrow, Cabinet and myself will be visiting our first school for the year, official visit, and it's Roseman Elementary School. So we are excited to get to visit classrooms at Roseman Elementary and just watch the kids as they learn and get to spend some time with Mr. Adams and Mr. Vanahan as we and all the staff at Roseman Elementary. So we will be there tomorrow morning. Tomorrow evening is our first grading committee meeting for this year. I want to remind all of our teachers and administrators that we will be starting that grading committee promptly at 4 o'clock via Zoom with Ken O'Connor, who always joins us from Canada. He is the guru of grading. This is our third year working with Ken O'Connor, and we're on the road to creating a grading manual and an elementary report card, elementary, perhaps Tropico as well, middle school, that is standards-based and that gives students multiple chances to complete their work and to learn. So that's our first grading committee meeting tomorrow. And I think that is about it for me this evening.
Thank you. Okay, board member communication. I'll start all the way at the end with you, Adrian.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I don't have anything to report to you or ask you this evening. I just want to say thank you all for your reports and information. Taylor, thank you for your literature that's going through. I really like everything that you're putting together. Thank you. I think that's it. And I just encourage our parents, students, staff to come and join us for our board meetings and bring us all the kind of information, questions, concerns, so that we can hear you, submit them prior to, if you do not, if you cannot make it to the meeting. Thank you.
Mario?
Thank you for your attendance and for everyone who's on online. And just keep doing what you're doing. Everybody's doing a great job. Thank you.
Hi guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. And I want to give a plug to the book fair also at West Park. If you guys didn't know, I am a member of the PTA. And I got to work the book fair on Monday. It was a lot of fun. Like the kids were having such a good time, writing down their books, and it was just a lot of fun. While I was there, I learned that the PTA at West Park is in need of a treasurer, and I think the hunt is still on. So if you're watching, I think you're supposed to contact you, right? Yeah. Contact Casey, and
I'll connect you to the right people.
yeah, she'll hook you up. What else? I don't know. What else has been going on? It's just too crazy already. Like, you guys are all doing a great job, of course. Like, getting kids to school, you're teaching the kids. You're teaching. I see you out there every morning. You guys are doing a great job. I've gotten your emails. Yeah. So let's just keep moving forward. And it's cold this week. I think next week is the last week of some heat, and then let's go. Just Christmas. No, I'm just gonna. I skipped over everything.
Don't skip over Halloween.
I know. Okay. Subcommittee communication.
Madam President?
I have just wanted to bring to the board's attention that in looking at all of our subcommittees, you all have done a phenomenal job filling in as we lost and gained board members. But there is one opening still, should you decide to fill it. I will say Mario does a great job there. It's the projects and planning. We call it the construction committee that meets every Monday morning at 8:30. There is currently a vacancy in that, should anyone decide they would be interested in attending Monday morning at 8:30.
And it's in your office or
It's in my office. Like I said, if you don't feel it's your thing, I'm not saying you have to fill it. Like I said, Mario's there religiously every Monday morning. Mr. Davis, Robbie Davis is there. Our CBO is there. I'm there. Our architect is represented. Our project managers are there. Our construction company. I mean, there's quite a few people in the meeting.
Sometimes like 2 hours. Sometimes they did pretty. Yeah.
Literally.
I'll consider it. I'll
You can.
I'll make a mental note.
We just have, we have a lot of stuff in the works that we can't get a whole lot of information on because we don't have a lot. We're working on West Park's 10 new classrooms, but everything's in plan checking. We've got Tropico almost 100% completed. We're waiting for the okay on the field, which we've got some issues going on there, but we'll get those handled. The painting's all done at Tropico, so that's 100% now. Over the cafeteria, we have tile going in, we have painting going on, we've got grounds being leveled outside, we just got all the freezers in place. I think that's about where we're at this point. The road's supposed to go on next week. And we've got a bid on here for the RES, new wings that are gonna be redone over on the old campus. And I think that's about it.
Eventually, we'll go into hopefully DSA on the landscaping and, parking lot at Tropico still. The
Yeah, it's
older
still
side.
in planning or that, so.
And on 2 more projects at the high school, the locker room and the weight room slash dance room. That's all still in planning. A lot.
That's it.
Thank you, sir. Any comments from the public? No. Okay, consent items A through T is in Tom, we're tabling item O.
Anybody have any questions? I would look for a motion to accept.
Motion from Terrace. Second by Brendan, any advice? This is actually school supply.
Yeah, this is, how are they going to be distributed, like, equally between the school sites, or, yeah. And the last one is regarding the ER, that's the student online, Facebook. Like, how does that work, like, is there more information about that?
That's why we're tabling it, we're waiting for it.
There's certain classes that are using them, but they're using it.
We wait for them to get more teacher input and
Yeah.
see what the teachers think in terms of the equipment and the software program. The Sims or the simulators, so we want to just get a little bit more.
I got to use it. Yeah. Really big innovation. Basically going on a field trip without having to repair. Yeah.
Put your headphones on, no filter for you.
I agree, and I just, they're, last year they were used by Mr. Ryan, Mr. Eisenstein, and also one of the teachers out of Tropico. You cannot game on them, they're primarily for CTE games. So it's pretty exciting. STEM, yes, yes.
Yeah, when I use the actually, for the STEP program, I think it's just, a big gathering. So, I mean, I actually had to hold on to something because I thought I was going to.
The one I did was the only one down to earth. I was learning how to change oil.
More thunder.
And
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Alrighty. Third reading and review of board policy 5132, dress and grooming.
yes, board, this will be the last informational night. This is the third night. Please, if you have any, suggestions, it's on page 140 of your board packet. I'd like to bring this back at the next board meeting for your approval. I realize it's simple, it's not, it's very simple, but I want you to know that the principals were involved, in, they felt that less in this situation is best because we want the kids, we want to establish something that our students can comply with without requiring parents to go out and in search of certain types of clothes and spend a lot of money that maybe they do or do not have or want to spend. And so it's pretty simple, but yet we felt it covers what we want the girls and the gentlemen to cover while they're at school. So if you have a suggestion, please email me between now and next board meeting. Otherwise, I'll bring it back as an action item as written.
Thank you for that. All right, item B. The governing board has accepted Mr. Brandon Boy's resignation as trustee of Southern Farm Unified School District effective September 11th, 2024. C, discussion for filling the vacant trustee seat.
Yeah,
We're just gonna wait for the November 5th election.
right, because, if the resignation comes within 90 days of an election, you do not have to fill the seat. The election will actually fill the seat. You don't have to go through all that motion of having to pick somebody and then get back on. So, get out both.
Okay, approved change of board trustees, okay.
This was the original meeting.
Okay, so approved change of board of trustees organizational meeting date to Wednesday, December 18th, 2024, rather than Wednesday, December 11th, 2024.
Yes, board members, this change is on page 142 on the on our calendar of board meetings. The reason that this needed to be moved to December 18th is because no organizational meeting should be before December 13th. And that's a Friday. We didn't really want to have a board meeting on Friday, so the 13th, so, yeah, right. So, it was moved to Wednesday, December 18th, when board will have their reorganization.
That is, the 11th or the 13th when the county, gives us the official tally for the trustee awards.
Is it the 13th?
And that's when they certify. We'll know before then, but they don't certify until.
That's when they can swear in.
Yeah.
It'll be the first.
So that still gives us a few days that we will know exactly who of the two winners were.
Do I hear a motion? Motion by Karen, seconded by? Seconded by Brendan. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Approved Roseman High School, the Roseman High Early College Campus Football Booster.
Yes, board members, on page 143, you are going to see that a group of community members came together and they would like to form a Roseman High School football booster. The documents in your packet comply with all of our requirements for a booster organization, and thus our president, vice president, all the officers are listed, as well as their bylaws, etc. They're requesting board approval for this booster organization.
Pancake breakfast, Michelle
how it goes. I'm for
What class do you get? Oh, I just go eat. Yeah, it's easy for us. Okay. Motion by Gutierrez, seconded by? I'll second. You, me, I'll second that. Any advice? Yeah. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. All right. Approve amendment to March 18, 2020 program and construction management services contract between Southern Part Unified School District and HPLE Inc. Not to exceed $222,000. This is me.
Yes, this is as we, continue on our work with, HPLE, which is High Performance Learning Environments. This is the contract to take us into the work for West Park Elementary School.
Second by Rendon. Any board member, any advice? None, all in favor? Aye. Okay, first reading and review of March 2023 board policies. Mrs. Gates, let's see.
Yes, on page 157, board members, you can see, and we have a little cheat sheet there for you that sort of explains what the changes, what the additions were, what I would like to add for your benefit that is not on the cheat sheet, other than it's listed board policy 4218 and administrative reg 4218 says dismissal, suspension, disciplinary action, and some additions were made to that. The board members on this committee and I decided that, I'm just going to read briefly this sentence here, classified employee conduct or unsatisfactory performance and or making threats to employees or students in accordance with law or any applicable collective bargaining agreement. So that was the addition of the threats was added to that board policy. And on the administrative regs, there are 17 reasons for that a classified employee may be subject to suspension, demotion, and involuntary reassignment or dismissal. And the 18th would be threats, making threats. That is what is a board policy 4218 and administrative regs 4218. This is for informational only tonight. It will come back 2 more times.
Business and operations, approved change in contract with Medallion Contracting Inc., order number 3 for the new cafeteria at Roseman High Early College campus. Total change of $1,326.99.
My lucky night, Robert's not. Okay, page, yes, 164, if you would please. And you're gonna see on page 164 that there are several items listed here from number 26 down to 36 that are change orders that could have cost us more money. But if you will see on line 3, which says PCO 29 on page 164, delete fencing and gates around the basketball court. And we were talking about the high school cafeteria project. You'll notice that are not doing that, so we have a credit of $20,377.50. So when we look at that credit and minus all the other things that we need to do that are change orders, it leaves us with, for this whole page of change orders, a balance of owing $1,326.99. So that is the amount you're voting on, the $1326.99.
I was like, wow, that's really low. Change order, like, so you got.
Yes.
Your motion? Motion by Gutierrez, approved, seconded by? Seconded by Brendan, all in favor? Aye. Okay, approved change in contract with Prime Painting Contractors, order number 1 for the Tropical Middle School paint project. Total change is $14,211.
Okay. This one is on page 230. And it lists there from PCO number 1 all the way down to 7. 7 was remove the marquee and paint wall underneath. And I think Dr. Case will agree with me, it looks so nice with that old marquee gone and the new paint underneath there. It's stunning to say the least. So there's just a list of what all they did and changed, and coming up with that $14,311 change order. Changes. Actually, 7 change orders.
Extra stuff we asked for.
Yes.
Do job, the original contract with paving. Like, we did a bunch of repairs to the blue light windows, so they went for place after everyone else is.
A little tired.
Yeah. And then they added some raising that had been missing forever. It's a safety item. They put it in, got rid of the old marquee, patched the holes where the key was, and painted it. It looks great.
New ramp next.
They fixed water damage to a couple of classrooms where the rain had damaged the siding. So we pulled the siding off, put the siding on it. So there was a lot of extra work. I did $40,000 this actually, so hopefully that's as much as they actually did. So I would request that we. Yeah, remember that old yellow? Yeah. That's what I was talking about, the window frames that were blue and they were. Wow. So we cleaned all that up, and that wasn't part of the painting project, but the painting project for walls. After they got all done with that, it's like, wow. So they said, okay, let's put it into all the things that we've seen while we're out there prepping everything. This is what's up there, finish it up. That looks so nice. So.
Motion? Motion by Gutierrez. I'll second. Second by me. All in favor? Aye. All right, business and operations. Approval of award of contract with Post Construction Group for the Southern Kern Unified School District Roseman Elementary School. Building A and J after school program, modernization and HVAC upgrades for building A, B, G, and J in the amount of $3,183,129.47. Mrs. Gaines.
Yes, okay, board members, page 245 is this bid form. We had 2 construction companies submit bids, and the lowest bid Coast Construction Group in the amount of $3,183,129.47. If you will note, I'm sorry, it was for $3,099,127.47 was the base bid, and there was one bid alternate for the exterior paintings of buildings A and J that we would like you to go ahead and approve this evening, totaling this contract to $3,183,129.47. And board members, this is coming out of extended EDOC money, extended learning opportunity funds, which we need to.
Which will not affect our working budget for the regular school year. I will make a motion to approve the upgrade.
Motion by Paris. Second by Brendan. Guys? All in favor? Aye. Great.
Student brings down a lot of after-school programs. It's not to affect anybody that goes to the
Personnel items. Approve the following items listed, approve the following listed personnel items. I know there was a correction.
There is a correction.
Let's see.
On page 7. It's going to be, he's going to be a motion substitute in the Lutheran class for 2 periods a day. And so his pay will be based on, substitute pay based on what
Okay. Do you hear a motion to approve with correction? Motion by Paris. Second by Brendan. All in favor? Aye. Get your time to shine, sir. Second back. All in favor? Aye.